Believe it or not, Draymond Green has once again found himself at the center of yet another controversy. This time, the situation involves none other than two well-known NBA stars, Karl Anthony Towns and Jimmy Butler. The Golden State Warriors secured a solid 114-102 victory over the New York Knicks. But despite the win, the biggest talking point of the night wasn't the final score or even standout performances on the court. Instead, all eyes were on the absence of Karl Anthony Towns and the controversy sparked by Draymond Green's comments regarding it. Towns' absence was deeply felt by his team, the Minnesota Timberwolves. Without their dominant starting center patrolling the paint, the interior defense suffered, making it significantly easier for the Knicks to control the rebounding battle. The lack of rim protection was glaring, and New York took full advantage, out-muscling the Timberwolves in a key aspect of the game. On the other hand, Jimmy Butler, the newest addition to the Warriors roster, continued to prove why his presence makes this already formidable team even more dangerous. The experienced forward wrapped up the game with an impressive stat line, contributing 19 points while shooting an efficient 50% from the field. Additionally, he tallied 4 assists and 4 rebounds, further solidifying his impact on the game. For longtime NBA followers, however, this matchup had an additional layer of intrigue. The tension between Jimmy Butler and Karl Anthony Towns has been well documented over the years. Their rivalry is not a recent development, but dates back to their days together with the Minnesota Timberwolves. During that period, Butler's fiery personality and relentless work ethic often clashed with Towns' more laid-back demeanor. Butler, widely known for his win-at-all-costs mentality and intense approach to practice, frequently questioned Towns' competitive drive. Meanwhile, Towns never quite found a way to stand his ground against the veteran's aggressive leadership style. With Butler now donning a Warriors jersey, many fans anticipated a heated on-court reunion between the two, expecting fireworks in their head-to-head matchup. However, that anticipated showdown never materialized, and that's when Draymond Green decided to stir the pot. Never one to shy away from controversy, Green made a bold insinuation that Towns had intentionally skipped the game to avoid facing Butler. This statement caught fans, analysts, and players alike by surprise and quickly became a topic of heated debate. While Butler is undeniably an elite defender and one of the most competitive players in the league, suggesting that an all-star player would deliberately sit out a game to avoid a personal confrontation is a claim that carries serious implications. The real issue? Green's accusation turned out to be not only reckless, but also painfully misplaced. The actual reason behind Towns' absence was a deeply personal and tragic one. The Timberwolves center was grieving the loss of a close family friend who had passed away after a battle with cancer. When this information surfaced, Towns took to social media to share an emotional tribute to the loved one he had lost. The response from the NBA community was immediate, and the backlash against Green was swift. Many fans, analysts, and even fellow players harshly criticized Green for making such an inflammatory accusation without having all the necessary facts. But that wasn't the end of the controversy. Realizing that his comments had escalated the situation beyond his control, Green attempted to walk back his statement. Unfortunately, his response only seemed to make things worse. "Oh, that's unfortunate. Sorry to hear that. That sucks," Green remarked when asked about Towns' absence. However, the way he delivered the statement came across as insincere to many. Instead of taking full responsibility for his words and offering a genuine apology, he continued to try and justify his initial claim. "My comments were based on what I heard, and that's what I heard. So, I said my best wishes to him and his family," Green explained. To make matters worse, he concluded his response by shifting the focus back to his personal ventures. But the Draymond Green show with Baron Davis must go on. Yes, He actually said that. In the midst of a controversy ignited by his own careless remarks, Green took the opportunity to plug his podcast, further fueling criticism. Unsurprisingly, the internet did not let this slide. Social media platforms were flooded with backlash, and many fans started to question whether Green is now more invested in his off-court media career than in his performance as a player. This isn't the first time Green has found himself at the center of controversy. And with the Warriors battling to remain competitive in the Western Conference, this type of distraction is far from ideal. But now, we want to hear from you. Did Draymond Green cross the line with his comments? Or was this just an unfortunate misunderstanding? Is he becoming more focused on his media career and less on what truly matters to his team? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Now, shifting gears to another major storyline that sent shockwaves through the NBA. Could Kevin Durant make a return to the Golden State Warriors? As the 2025 trade deadline approached, Durant's name dominated discussions across the league. The Phoenix Suns superstar was one of the most highly sought-after players, with multiple teams exploring ways to acquire him. Among the franchises interested in a potential deal? None other than the Golden State Warriors. However, Durant himself didn't appear too eager to reunite with his former team. Despite having won 2 championships with Golden State between 2016 and 2019, the superstar forward showed little interest in making a mid-season return. As a result, the Warriors pivoted and executed a blockbuster trade to acquire Jimmy Butler from the Miami Heat instead. Did that put an end to the Durant to Warriors rumors? Not even close. Even after acquiring Butler, speculation surrounding Durant's potential return persisted. Bleacher Report's Zach Buckley identified Durant as one of Golden State's top off-season targets, emphasizing that the door for a reunion was still open. And here's a crucial detail: Durant never outright dismissed the idea of returning. According to ESPN's Malika Andrews, his reluctance stemmed from not wanting to be traded mid-season, rather than a complete lack of interest in rejoining the team. Statistically, Durant remains one of the most dominant players in the league. During the 2024-25 season with the Suns, he put up stellar numbers: 26.9 points, 6.0 rebounds, 4.2 assists, and 1.3 blocks per game, all while shooting an impressive 52.7% from the field and nearly 40% from three-point range. Even at 36 years old, KD is still performing at an elite level and could maintain this form for years to come. But what makes this potential move even more intriguing are the lingering tensions between Durant and the Warriors. Many still recall his infamous 2018 altercation with Draymond Green, which contributed to his eventual departure to the Brooklyn Nets. Some insiders suggest that unresolved tension still lingers, though reports indicate that Stephen Curry and head coach Steve Kerr have been in discreet contact with Durant to explore the possibility of a reunion. If Durant were to return and help lead the Warriors to another championship, it could dramatically reshape his NBA legacy. While some critics argue that his previous titles with Golden State were too easy, a triumphant comeback could silence all doubts. So, what do you think? Should Durant consider returning to the Warriors, or would he be better off seeking a different path? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you want to stay updated on the latest NBA news, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.